Greetings everybody and welcome back to Daddy DeGrand. DeGrand Daddy plays Hades and welcome to Hell. We finally got that Steam release up and running for certain this time. There's something to examine. What is it?
The fate-abetting prince perhaps believes it was through his own choice that he procured the fated list of minor prophecies. But it was preordained.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh no, not this determinism thing again.
Yeah, you have to believe that stuff. I don't know if I can lie down in here yet.
As comfy as it looks.
I cannot, but we can make it rattle, that's for sure. Always a pleasure. We got a lot of darkness for finishing up a quest, so we might as well use all of that, right? Let me see.
Reach the limit.
Just maxing out whatever we can. Can actually max that one out because that one will be very expensive. For most of these options we are going to need a lot of keys. We have 4. And as much as I would actually like to save some of these keys, especially for this one, this is going to be huge, I'm going to spend them all for the new weapon, the spear.
There we go. Varatha,
The Eternal Spear, and there's a prophecy for that too. Oh, there you are!
Get anything good?
The question is still out on that.
So what exactly happened with the formerly pink window over there? Now it's got these sinister orange flames and an enormous pact of punishment hanging ominously over the exit. Father stopped by?
Apparently it did.
Pal, I don't know a thing about it, honest. I was just minding my own business when all of a sudden, wham! I get hit right in the back. I fall to pieces, no idea what's going on.
Uh-huh.
When I finally come to, the window job was done.
Scatty got smashed by someone else. I mean, you know what? I take offense to that.
As likely an explanation as any, I guess.
I do take actual offense to that. Ah well, we got the spear. I will explain the weapon as we go. Let's just jump straight into the run.
This changed the terms of our relationship.
I will go doing heated runs a bit later down the road because right now I actually need to do a non-heated run to get all of these rewards.
Not this time.
I don't need to do that with every weapon. Minus the bow because I actually finish up the bow. And then after that we'll climb up slowly but steadily.
Uncle number 2. It's got to be. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus may accept this message.
Ahoy there, little Hades.
Hello.
You recognize your uncle, do you not? We've a lot of catching up to do, but first things first. You get yourself out of that dour underworld. As for me, I'll see if I can stir things up a bit to cover your advance.
Alright, let's see. So, what can I tell you about Poseidon? He is that weird uncle that tries a little bit too hard to be cool and just fails spectacularly doing that.
Composed of such innumerable, ever-shifting, interlocking chambers, the underworld of Lord Hades all but guarantees the dead shall there remain until the end of time.
Yeah, we are playing a roguelike. Everything is always ever-changing, everywhere. We know the drill. I think most of the people interested in this game, they have played their fair share of roguelikes, The Binding of Isaac, the Enter the Gungeons. They probably know their way around a dungeon that changes shapes every time they enter it. This one actually still relatively easy to navigate around, but always exciting. I feel like this game mostly becomes exciting less for the randomized rooms, even though they do factor in, and much more. I want both. I want them both, but I want the key a bit more. Let's take the nectar. I think that this game particularly becomes a bit more exciting about the randomized rewards, of which there are many. I mean, you basically get one every room you clear. Of the roguelites I have played, I don't think there was any game that willing to give you stuff, but still making you feel like you need to earn it. That's a good room.
Fountain chamber recognition back at home.
That was a very good room. Let's actually go for the darkness here. So, what can I tell you about the spear? The spear has plenty of abilities. First of all, I can actually throw my spear out like this and recall it back to me. It's pretty cool, it's pretty neat. But it falls off somewhat fiercely. It's actually the spear's weirdest and, in my opinion, weakest ability, unless you get some interesting modifiers for it. Aside from that, I can have this cool charge attack, letting me do a wide sweeping blow. It's pretty strong and usually ends up resulting in the strongest builds you can get. Regarding Poseidon, as awkward as his conversation skills are, as potent he is in combat. I would say that he has one of the stronger gimmicks, especially when it comes to room clear. I kinda do want to go for Sisyphus here first. Thank you very much. Hey man.
Or whenever. You know, Prince, it's been good not having to see those Fury sisters quite as much lately. The main one, what's her name? She's on your case now, isn't she?
Yeah, Meg. She is a very special girl.
You mean Megara? She's on my case, all right. Under strict orders not to let me out of Tartarus. I guess that means you've got yourself a break. About damn time they gave one to you, sir.
I agree. They need to get all the way off my man's back here. Taking that free money.
There you go.
And you know what? I will actually keep that around because I think there are a few better characters who we can give that to.
Within the depths of Tartarus reside the most wretched of all the shades who linger for eternity within the underworld, whose lord and master is especially unkind to those attempting to cheat death.
I mean, there's this huge plot behind Sisyphus actually cheating death and now being punished for that. We'll see if we can do something about that punishment. And, I mean, Sisyphus, he's a great character and I love him 3000. But the keepsake he has, we will see it in time, but it's not that good in my book. Zeus. We had a lot of very good runs with Zeus, but I want to go a bit hard on Poseidon here.
More numbskulls?
Because Poseidon, he has a knack for making room clear, especially room clear, a blast to play through. These fools, we have great AoE damage, as you can tell. So we are just blasting them like crazy. Poseidon, I could also give the gods keepsakes. Maybe I should do that at some point, but not now.
I accept this message.
There's this debuff. It's pretty good, but I actually think I go for the Typhon's Fury in here.
Excellent.
Oh, gemstones. I need them somewhat fiercely. One thing I actually enjoy the most of playing on this new save file, it's actually the feeling of being genuinely excited about these blue laundry rewards. They're mostly just straight items that you can use to make your character powerful. And being able to rebuild my strength from scratch is actually something I thoroughly enjoy. Thanks for the gems. Going to put them to good use. And yeah, Poseidon's big gimmick, it's basically just knocking around enemies and dealing extra damage for knocking them into walls. It's a bit harder to use against bosses because the knockback affects them much weaker. But as you can see, I am, with just 2 boons into him, able to just fairly easily clear the entire room just using my dash attack like that. If able, if we see a bit more of him later down the road, I would like to go a bit deeper on that. Oh, there. Oh. Almost stepped into the trap for literally no reason. Good thing I avoided that.
Cheers.
Not that it would have been all that troublesome, I would say. The Eye of the Lamia is pretty neat, and you know what? I actually think I'm going to take it regardless. Taking the boss fight, and I'm also going to buy the darkness. Because I can actually use that.
Greetings, Charon.
Nothing too fancy in here, but he wants to talk to me.
Fine day to you as well there, mate. Now let's have a look at your supply, shall we?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Nothing too interesting in here. A bit more extra HP, which is nice. And even more darkness. Darkness, especially at this point, always nice to get.
I heard what happened. You crossed the river of flame. You really did it.
And you sound genuinely amazed about that.
That Hydra was a total bastard, though. Bastards. But you sound practically impressed with me there, Meg. I feel so flattered.
Oh, don't worry. You will regret that.
You'll soon feel something else. I don't know how you did it, but it changes nothing.
Oh, big words coming out of your mouth, pretty girl. Let's see what we can make out of that. So as you can see there, it's pretty hard to actually get her pushed into the wall, because that's just how the mechanics work in here against bosses. But so far, oh, that was good. The cool thing there was that she was using her dash attack, but because I was hitting her with Poseidon, she was still being considered being knocked into the wall by me, which is good for me. Much less so for her, but very good for me. Got a full charge in here.
Curse you.
Yeah, curse me. I know, I'm the worst. Terrible boyfriend material. Don't tell anyone.
Take this.
No. I'm not that interested, but thanks for offering. Yeah, I think we have reached a point where Meg has lost most of her scare.
Yes.
Thanks for that. Man, we need to be able to spend that stuff at last. Wait. He said he can... Okay, cool. We'll double check that on the next opportunity we come back to the house. Maybe that ends up being able to spice up my wants in the future quite a bit.
Boons worth giving up. Up we go then.
Yeah, we only got 2 god wounds, but so far they have actually been carrying us somewhat fiercely. I hope ASPHODEL will have a bit more of empowerment for us.
The Asphodel Meadows.
More darkness. I mean, that's long-term empowerment, so I can't complain. Oh, he got me there, but I still get a snack afterwards. Let's leave that lying around there. Just in case I get hit once more. Slamming into the wall, slam into lava pools, steal all the damage. There we go. Snatch that. The hammer could be amazing, actually. Let's go grab that. Especially when it's for free, right? Just go grab it. It's usually one of the most impactful damage increases you can hope to get on a given run. That's one. He dropped a present for me, which I wasn't appreciating all that much. Damn, I would have loved to push him into the lava pool there. Can you stop running from me? Oh, good one. There you go.
This won't end well for you.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot to mention that the spear actually has a pretty fast and, especially in this update, quite good hit chain. It becomes a bit harder to utilize on some later difficulty settings. But for a regular run like this one, it should be pretty good to use. I actually have to remind myself that it exists as an option. Like you see that, I can just stunlock him for good.
That looks like a Daedalus hammer.
This selection is actually pretty mediocre. I'm not a fan, truth be told. Let's take the Vicious Skewer.
That should do it.
That one actually has the potential to be neat.
All aboard.
Basically makes my special that I rarely use a bit stronger.
No need to thank me, mate.
Oh, I'm going to take the darkness. The rest does not exactly amaze me. There is Hermes. We haven't seen Hermes at all thus far. And I think if we gather him now, we actually finish up a quest, don't we? That's you biting the dust. Thank you. Actually looking forward to seeing Hermes again. He is a very fun and interesting god. Has a very unique boon set. As you can guess, Hermes all about that speed. That's basically what his kit is all about. Fastening up everything you do and or making you a bit more elusive, helping you dodge stuff and or negating a few things. It's basically only passives, but a very, very, very useful passives. That is his big thing. There.
This mark, almost like a batwing. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
Apparently, Zack has never seen a bird.
Hey boss, found you. Good. Hermes, at your service. Pleasure. You are the talk of Olympus. Normally I wouldn't get mixed up, but for you, I'll be making an exception. Now come on, we've both got places to be.
I agree, so what you got? And you know what? An extra dash, I'm taking it.
Appreciate the lift, Lord Hermes, sir.
Remember when I
Now let's go.
was like, in the very first episode, you know, having a dash, an extra dash, a second dash would be cool? Now we have 3. That's that good stuff. I'm actually interested in seeing Poseidon here, Dionysus again. But Athena... Let's see what Athena has. The thing with Athena is her together with the special that we have could end up giving us a pretty high damage build. But her with her attack could make for an absolutely hilarious build. And yeah, needless to say, I am highly interested in both. I would have also been very interested in meeting Poseidon again, but sadly that was not in the cards. Got a good charge in here. Starting the fight with a good amount of damage put into all of these fools. Using my special a few times there. And just honest to God hoping that Athena will have something good for me. Because God knows, the tile dash for the room clear is good. But it will somewhat fiercely leave me hanging once it comes to fighting the HYDRA. Oh, almost got hit there. Almost. I don't see that, especially in such a small room like this one. The tile dash is absolutely sweeping them.
Your father Hades and my father Zeus have not communicated in some time, and Zeus refuses to explain. Something transpired between the two of them. Perhaps you know better than I.
What's it to you? Maybe I do. Oh yeah, this is a very bad selection of boons. Let's start right there. Taking the Holy Shield because it's the arguably least terrible option there. Her cast's actually pretty decent, but it's certainly not what this run needs right now. Her attack would have been absolutely amazing. Her special would have been very interesting, to say the least. Ah well. We will make do with what we have. And as you can see, what I said earlier about Poseidon allowing me for insane room clear, it still holds true. We're just blasting these fools, taking a small lava bath in between.
I'll take that.
At least that should have burned off all the dirt. And we have a good amount of money. Let's check the shop. Hope for something good, strong, and impactful, because God knows we do need it.
Look at all this.
I mean, there's Athena again.
You're difficult to track there in the depths, cousin. Though the boatman Charon thankfully is proving of some help.
He's a good guy. In his very own way. I mean, Brutal Repose, it could end up giving us the legendary again later down the road. And when we do get it, maybe we can get some good deflect damage back. And let's do it, let's take it.
Shield of light.
Take the darkness there as well. And take the HYDRA out for a spin.
Big one, huh?
A very big one. A pretty huge one. Humongous. Yeah, guys, imagine that we will be here for a while. This fight will be a marathon. Just in terms of god boons, this run hasn't been exactly... I mean... It's hard to say. I would say we haven't been exactly gifted because we just didn't really get anything that makes our main big hitters noticeable. Let's take our distance here, use our special for that big crit. Don't stand in there. Don't throw these things at me, you're a rude man. That is, of course, assuming that you are a man. Oh, didn't get hit there, which is very nice. Using my special every now and then now because I can crit, or because it helps me maintain a safe distance to this fool. And I think right now, because of the hammer boon we picked up, the damage is actually pretty decent. Not outstanding, but decent. Okay, he's standing there over the lava pool. Don't you dare. Thank you. I just want you to get out. Also, don't bite me. I don't know how things were handled back in old Greece, but where I'm coming from, biting people without consent it's not good. You don't do things like that. Okay, last head for this phase. There, finally some progress. Yeah, just stay there. That's good. You can't hit me like that. This is taking forever. This is just taking forever right now. Having high hopes for Elysium. Having very, very high hopes for that floor. If the gods will be merciful, we will get some very good, very strong stuff in there. Oh. And if not, then, man, I don't know. We will have to struggle. Which I suppose is a given, right? We had pretty good luck on the last run. Saw a lot of nice things. Got a full clear in. And now this run makes us work for it. Started strong, but then we got left deserted halfway. And you know what? That's just how life treats you every now and then. There will be paths along the road that are just a bit harder to deal with. Not a lot of success stories along the way, but after that is where glory awaits us. I mean, looking at this, all we have to do is actually reach ASPHODEL, which we will be able to do in a short while. Okay, big HYDRA heads, let's finish it up once and for all. I had it up to here with you. There.
Don't come back.
Thanks for the diamond. And we also should get close to getting an upgrade on our keepsake here, which should end up giving us a bit more max HP. Something I'm looking forward to. Nothing in here I want to sell. Let's keep moving then.
Onward. And check.
The beautiful plains of Elysium. It's always nice coming here after making it out of ASPHODEL, I would say. I would say this view, this cool atmosphere, it's a huge improvement. And this hammer might end up being a huge improvement as well. Oh, that was a good bomb. Just taking out two of these fools at once there. There are two more. Or was it just you? Oh, there's a sword here. Where did you come from? Don't you worry. I will correct the mistake that is your existence in this underworld scenario. You're the last. You're the last. Nice.
Enough.
Extending jab, flurry jab, massive spin. That is one for the ages. So you thought my spin was bigger before. Now it is massive. Oh yeah, I'm going to actually buy these darkness points. Thank you very much for offering. And more HP is always welcome. Ooh! He hit me so fast that I couldn't even see. Quite the amazing guy, isn't he? Extra damage on a much larger charge attack. That's that stuff that makes me sleep well at night. Yeah, I'm not willing to deal with you, Chariot Man. Not today, not like this. Stay there. Good man. Good boy. Great guy. So far for this room, a bit more extra HP. And, ooh, this room. This room. Let's go in here. Hello, ladies and gentle fools.
I have to pick a side.
I have to pick a boon. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. Let's actually start with Athena, I would say.
In the name of Hades.
Oh, actually get a legendary. I'll be damned. Sure, yes, please.
Divine protection.
A word of caution, little nephew. Never turn your back against the sea. And while you're at it, never take up sides against your greatest uncle.
But I haven't seen Zeus thus far. Oh, you meant yourself. Sorry, mate. So, angering the gods by choosing their other relative. Something you should always do with care, because when you annoy the gods, they are rattled. And when they are rattled, they are much less charming. So basically what they do, all the enemies will be a bit harder, they have armor on them. And they also have some kind of special effect going on them based on the god whom you angered. With Poseidon and Athena both actually being a bit on the harder side regarding that. Poseidon makes the enemies just randomly dash around like crazy, which also deals damage if they dash into you like that. And Athena, she is a very special breed of terribleness, let's put it like that.
Aye, a show of strength like that deserves a commendation, I should think. Although for next time, know my favor's not a thing to trifle with.
Whatever you say, boy. Interesting options. Actually going to take the debuff here. That's the last little bit of extra damage on everything we do. Go for the shop. We have the money. Let's spend it.
Wasn't me.
More darkness, more HP, and you know what? Sure.
I can use this.
And then we will see what Dionysus has in store for us. This fight again.
The mother of all soul catchers.
So it would seem, yeah? Let's see if we can make an honest-to-God effort out of taking some of these fools out as we go. Thanks to our massive spin, we got the range on our side. No. Denied. Yeah, looks like we got the fight pretty much under control. One will come back there. That's fine. One actually managed to spawn in there. Even though I'm pretty sure the big bad boss was already down. And that's all she wrote.
Butterflies. Ugh.
Well, they're not that bad. Come on.
No way, Zag. Looking like you got yourself a gift from old Poseidon there.
I did.
He's quite the catch, but here, hope you save some room for more.
Always, my boy. For you, always. So the attack is pretty good because it is, you know, attack makes me more powerful. Adds poison damage on everything I do. But the premium vintage, I really do want that ambrosia bottle, first of all. And I also want the extra HP. Rough decisions need to be made in here. Let's take the premium vintage.
Strong stuff.
Oh, Poseidon again. Let's see if he is going to offer me something good. Again, man, the premium vintages, huge gets because they just add so much potential to future runs by helping us unlock keepsakes. Like, we have been playing this game for the 4th episode now, I think, of this new save file, and just for the people who have just started the game. We have met so many regular characters, we have met so many gods that can just give us boons. I think by now we should actually have met all of the gods, right? These guys are so heavily annoying. And all of them can be gifted stuff multiple times. That's where the insanity starts.
I accept this message.
His special is Sunk Treasure is Breaking Wave. This one actually very strong because it gives you resources too. But I want the Breaking Wave because it makes room clear even more insane. I can actually use some HP in here. Sure, let's take it. Be on the safe side of history.
Chariots.
Oh, chariots. Oh man, I think right now, even though I do have that massive spin, my dash, just for a regular room clear, should be my strongest attack. Oh, it's shield hero. Caught me by surprise. You saw how much damage I dealt there just by crashing him into the wall. That's that good stuff.
There's something.
Thanks for the darkness. That's that good stuff. And Aphrodite is joining the fray. Aphrodite becoming a part of this run fills me with determination. Oh. And that's all she wrote. Come on, bring them all. Ah, don't bring shield heroes. They're annoying. Shield heroes are like the guy at the party who drinks too much, doesn't know when to stop, and keeps drinking. That's how I feel about these fools. And you know what? I'm going to give Aphrodite a keepsake because she is very important to me.
Lady Aphrodite, I am truly blessed simply to have made your acquaintance, so this is for you.
Lasting relationships are built on reciprocity. So if you lavish me with gifts, why, what am I to do but give you something in return?
That sounds fine by me.
Honored, Aphrodite.
Got her eternal rose. We will make use of that on a later run.
How I love to have these unexpected little run-ins with you, love. You are just so spontaneous, and I have a liking for that sort of thing.
I see. I can get behind that. We haven't taken the shatter shot thus far. We might as well. Not exactly what I wanted out of this run. Now I actually wish I would have taken the life information. God damn it. Ah well. We are going to fight the boss with relatively small amounts of damage, as it seems.
I'll take this one.
I mean, kind of make the cast a bit stronger, so that's nice. Alright, Beef Boy duo.
Gentlemen.
Well, Hellspawn, you stained my honor last we battled here. But as you plainly see, I have returned, as has Asterius. And we've no shortage of honor left to spare.
If you say so.
Should I be the champion of Elysium now that I've beaten you? Isn't there someone else around to challenge me? Say, Heracles? Someone less chatty?
Oh, give me Heracles.
Ah, very clever, fiend. Invoking Heracles' name in an attempt to drive me to a jealous rage. It shall not work, but you shall dearly pay nevertheless.
On my way, my boy. So someone in my comics section actually told me on another video that apparently my boy Hercules is the grandson of Theseus. Was that it? I think that was it. Putting an interesting perspective on his jealousy bit there, doesn't it? Got me there, got me good. Don't crash yourself into me like that. Okay, Theseus at 50%. What, can't you do it alone, boy? Do you need Big Bad Zeus to help you out? Actually, I do need two. Oh, bad damages. But we're still kicking in here. Slowly but steadily, we're getting there. Asterius was busy running around. Don't think you hurt all that much. You almost hit me with that, you son of a gun. Yo, I ain't having that. You need to go. Oh, look at that. We're actually doing a pretty good job against these two fools, aren't we? Come on, last 25%. Look at the crowd cheering me up. Asterius going to bite the dust very soon. There's my man. Man, I feel like eating some steak now.
That'll show them.
And there's the upgrade on my keepsake, giving me a little bit extra HP.
Don't make me come up there, boy.
Oh, what? Coming up in here, getting your butt beaten by me again. I'm game for that, boy. I am game for that. Haven't earned a lot of gems on this run though, which is a bit sad. But that's okay. Because we have gotten so many cool things from Poseidon on our dash, this floor will be an absolute cakewalk. And I hope that we will have a lot of opportunities to get a bit more strength as we go.
Where to?
We have a very good selection overall here. I'm liking it. Let's start with Athena, because I still want her attack. I mean, you saw that. I dashed into the room and people were dying. That is the stuff that Poseidon is made of in rooms like this. You got a wall and a pushable enemy, Poseidon will absolutely ruin his entire career. Like, he doesn't even care.
Can't do that.
And again, it also works on bosses, but much harder against them.
One of those especially gigantic vermin.
Yeah, that's just something we have to deal with in here. But as you can see, man, even this big fella absolutely did not live to see the light of the day.
In the name of Hades.
There is an attack, an epic rarity too. Give it.
Athena's power.
This is a pretty cool one because, as you can see, my attack is so huge and covers a huge area. And everything I hit with that huge sweep will be deflected. It also just looks very cool.
Put you up to
The widely feared and many-headed Cerberus, the underworld sentinel, presides over the entrance to this realm, devouring whole those fool enough to make attempts to flee.
Oh, better than me, right?
Loves to eat. Can you blame them?
Eating is amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see what Aphrodite has in store for us. There we go.
It's no use.
Easy kills. Oh, you poor soul. You poor soul. He stood there with his big boy armor on, and you saw it. He wanted to be the guy. That snakehead stone thing. And then he died. I actually feel kind of bad for him. No trouble whatsoever.
More satyrs.
Yeah. They will have a rough time dealing with us in here. Well, these satyrs were busy being a pest. An absolute pest. We have mastered the art of whatever you call Poseidon's art. The art of pushing people around. The art of the mosh pit. That's what we have mastered in here.
How many more of these are there?
I have never been in a mosh pit in my life, but I heard that it's quite a defining experience. Probably one I will entirely skip out on.
All set.
Oh, look at that. We actually do get a duo boon in here. Let's take it. Spent Spirit. Making all the projectiles a bit slower means that we will have an easier time deflecting them back at whoever felt like sending them towards me. Which I would say is pretty nice. Let's see what Dionysus has in store for us. And maybe I will even go for the money later down the road. We'll see. Taking these fools out one after another. Easy money. Yeah, but you can see why I have so much of an high regard for getting a good run of Poseidon up and running, right? As corny as he is, his wounds are pretty much high quality. And he's going to be very important because he also helps you gain resources like darkness, gems, and ambrosia. So there's a case to be made about actually giving him a nectar bottle as well in the future. Let's take this one with us. Oh, we're actually done in here. It's very nice. Dionysus offering me his dash, which I just can't take. Let's take the positive outlook instead.
Cheers to that.
A little bit of added survivability on this run.
Maybe I should check the other passageways before I leave.
You know, let's actually go for the money.
Should check this way.
We can get some pumps of power of that, which is very nice. Or maybe something else interesting that we can just go and spend that money that we will have and or will get on. And then we will pay good old Hades what's the word again? What do you pay persons? A beating. We're going to pay him a beating.
Those gigantic satyrs.
Hopefully that is what we are going to do, because as you can see, for room clear, we are basically set forever. But we could be a bit stronger when it comes to fighting bosses.
Must be fashioning those things.
Anything I can check? No.
Going back.
Alright, good amounts of money. I think it's just barely enough to not buy the HP and the big pump. What was the last room? More HP? Sure, go for the HP, why not? Sending these guys flying. Just like that.
Why could these vermin carry coin?
Maybe they have eaten something that has coin on them. I don't know. The better question is, where do they carry them on? Have you just taken them out and found it in their stomach? Because that would be a little bit gross. Well, yeah, I suppose Charon isn't picky when it comes to that stuff. Alright, this should be the last room. Hello, you two are dead. You just don't know it yet. Also, that well could be good. That well, probably less so. Oh, I got stuck on the corner. Damnation. Hang on. There. You see that the dashes, they are not that impactful as long as I don't have a wall into which I can knock my enemies into. Or enemies with certain boons. But when you do, destruction is absolutely imminent and guaranteed. Like that.
Much better.
Let me see here really quick. I'm actually going to buy the Cyclops Jerky and the Eye of the Lamia. I'm going to take these with me into the boss fight. Not going to sell off any of those, and I suppose this is as good as I can get. I mean, just for being able to buy these two things, I would say it was well worth it that we went down there.
Not far from here, the dead begin their journey to their final resting place down in the depths below. And so the river boatman Charon often passes through.
Generous selection of his wares.
I agree. We are going to take some of those. We could take 2 pumps, and I think that's probably the most efficient way to go at it here.
In one place, mate.
Stronger cast, stronger razor shards. Kinda tempted to take the breaking wave in here. Man, I don't know. The Razor Shoals is the best guaranteed damage we get in here, so let's take that.
Delicious.
Stronger dash, less damage taken, stronger time. Let's take that one too, why not?
Thus has the prince again persuaded fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way.
Thanks, my boy. I will see you back at the house. But before that, we are hopefully going to give Hades a good clobbering. That's exactly what we are going to do. I hope. I hope. It is going to be rough.
Nice night, no?
You know now what you're doing here is without any purpose whatsoever. Even if I don't slay you myself, you'll simply perish when you cross that threshold there. And yet you still persist.
It is what I do, boy.
I do. Besides, making these treks helps pass the time during the ongoing underworld renovations. And I'll be in tip-top shape once they're complete.
Would that we had a little more support, the renovations could have been complete by now. As ever, you think only of yourself. But if you must insist like this, then you will find me waiting for you once you get here. Every single time.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that, big boy. I'm looking forward to that. I am counting on it. Let's put it like that. Oh, I actually got some small wall damage in there. Some small bits of it. Come on out. And yeah, as you can see, I actually can reflect his cast back at him. Like that. That was good stuff. Legendary saved me from a bit of damage there. Oh, you got me. Okay, part of it is done.
I'll show you brutish strength.
No. You're holding back as always.
I'm not exactly holding back in here.
Your blasted mind. I'll make you regret this.
At least these guys go down easy to my dashes. Come on out. Try to wedge him into that corner so that I can maybe get some nice damage off of the walls there. But yeah, aside from that, this is probably going to be a bit of a marathon for the moment. Get this thing out, thank you. And he's stealthing again. And more enemies. I wouldn't mind if one of you jokers drops a snack for me on command, on demand. What about you? Got something in you as well? He does not. Or maybe he did and I just didn't see it. And stealthing away again. Come on out, show yourself. Why pop up there though? Would you say that it is a bit of an awkward choice? And he's gone again. Let's wait up in here. Oh, he's popping up all the way over there. I mean, sure. The good thing about deflecting his cast stones is that they will not linger around if I do. Which means no shockwave attack I have to take care of. Come on out.
You strike at your own father. What choice does that leave me?
It leaves you the choice of doing a feeble attempt of striking back. To which I will retort in full force. Look forward to that, it will be amazing. Getting close to losing a Death Defiance. But that's okay, because I do have plenty where those are coming from. And by plenty, I mean 2. No, just 1. Send that back to you for a good amount of damage. I'm not quite done with you yet, but I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying yourself. Actually, these vases can also contain snacks for me. If I'm lucky with my Afterlavia. Are you still holding up, Hades? You know, I can do this all day. I can't, but it's just a base taunt I had to do for you here. That attack again, huh? Ooh, that was a good one. Slowly but steadily, we're getting there. Come on, you can do better than that. And he is done for.
With your youth comes a certain strength, it seems.
So it would seem, boy.
How dare you?
The last bit of damage was actually a very strong pushback we got off there in the very last moment.
Done with time to spare.
Very happy, and look at that, we got a small streak going on. 2 victories, can I hear 3? And more of this too.
Thus having somehow vanquished his own father, the grim god of the dead, defiant Zagreus is finally set free to seek the hidden place in which his long-lost birth mother resides. How shall that all work out for him? Alas, it is as yet too soon to say.
Yeah, underworld renovations.
For now, that the Lord Hades absolutely clobbered him.
One of these days. I mean, the next update isn't even that far away from us, right? I think it's only 43 days. That's just a little bit over a month. That time will fly super fast.
Pretty well that time. What happened to Hypnos?
He's gone for the moment. Let's see what Achilles has to say to us.
Achilles, is it really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
Oh, no.
I wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your Lord Father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Oh, poor Dusa, yeah, she has to do all the cleaning here.
What became of Dusa? She's always worried Father's going to fire her, even without something like this.
I mean, she's not at fault here, right? Hey, boy.
You really ripped the lounge to pieces, boy? I hope you didn't get yourself in too much trouble. I'm sorry to have worried you like that.
The guilt-racked monster Cerberus admits to committing the crime, expressing some remorse for having implicated the incendiary prince.
That's fine, we can't stay mad at you.
Boy, it'll be alright.
We can't possibly stay mad at you. Alright, Hades, what you got?
What's the giant pack posted out in the courtyard, Father? You offering me a job?
Perish the thought. It's so that all your toiling can be more painful. Nothing more.
Why, thank you.
Why would I want my toiling to be more painful than it already is?
Who knows, boy, or better yet, who cares? To make the mortals up there worship you for all your labors? Go on, then. Go get yourself dispatched some more. So I can make well certain that my realm can properly contain you.
Alright, we can work with that. We can renovate. I don't have exactly a lot of gems. Let's see, the scrying pool, bedroom decor. That will be just... purely cosmetic, but this one is actually pretty good. This allows me to exchange my keepsakes between floors.
This expenditure, and I look forward to seeing the result.
That shall be of no help to you, I'm sure.
Yeah, shut your face. I hope that in time we will be able to rebuild the lounge. And yeah, by the way, I have a very strong feeling that that is Nyx standing there where the lounge would be. Not Nyx, Mac. We'll get to that in time, hopefully. And did we finish up something?
Something new in store for me.
Oh, we got something new. And we earned 3 bottles of ambrosia. I mean, I'm probably just going to go and give Hades one out of spite. Also, I can lie down. That sounds like something I should do. Not enough for this one, sadly. Oh, let's go lie down in here.
It is the dead of night, or the approximation of it in the realm of Hades. Prince of the underworld Zagreus rises from a fitful slumber, with much mischief on his mind.
Mischief? Me? I was just going to have a little look through Father's stuff.
That does not qualify as mischief. Hell no.
All is quiet at this time. Ever-dreaming Hypnos put a spell upon the house, as willful Zagreus had asked of him. All are fast asleep, save for the prince. It is exactly as he planned.
You sneaky son of a gun.
Old man, I'm trying to be sneaky here.
I like that story a bit, by the way, because it really shows that Zagreus and Hypnos are really on good terms with one another. It doesn't really show all that often.
He ventures toward the stately throne of his lord father, half expecting to be caught, but ill expecting what he is about to find.
I said shut up, old man.
He does not know exactly what he seeks. He only knows that something always has felt off to him, that he does not belong. Who is he, really? Lord Hades never would indulge such questions, so Prince Zagreus would find out for himself.
Oh, let's start this snooping around then. Probably need to check it from this side there.
Rifles through his lord father's possessions. There is not much of any import there. Ledgers and administrative paperwork. Correspondence from Olympus which he had ignored. No trace of any reference to his son.
Oh, we'll get there.
But then, there is the note. Written finally in a hand and voice the likes of which the prince had never seen or heard.
Hades, I
Oh,
can
that's
no longer
neat.
tolerate my life here in this place. So I am leaving, even if it kills me. I won't be returning to Olympus. If there is a place where I belong in this world, it must be somewhere between heaven and hell. Perhaps it's on the coast and has a little garden. Take care of Cerberus. I shall miss him.
There are a few things I want to say about this letter here. First of all, this graphic, that has not been here the last time I was at this point, which is now a lot of months back in the past. Second of all, we will learn, or we already know, that Persephone is Zagreus' true mother. I want you to recognize that Persephone left behind her husband, left behind his son, and in her letter saying goodbye isn't even mentioning her son. Hades gets a lot of crap for being the bad father figure in this game, but Persephone, in my opinion, isn't much better. I mean, she is mentioning the dog, who is lovely, and I love Cerberus, but not even mentioning the son? Come on, that's hard.
Thus did Prince of the Underworld Zagreus absorb the contents of this hidden letter, written in his mother's hand.
His mother's hand? My mother's hand? Wait, what? You're saying this Persephone, that she's my mother?
She is?
But Father always said that Nyx was that liar. He lied to me. They both did. All my life.
So it would seem.
Thus did the prince discover, inadvertently, the well-kept truth about his lineage. Entirely by chance, this did occur.
Entirely by chance. Yeah, sure, my boy. I hope we will one day meet the narrator.
Persephone, the one-time queen of all the underworld. Where had she gone? And why? Engulfed by newfound questions and his rage, the prince decided to confront his lord and master.
Why? You're Nyx. You're not my mother. All this time, you and my father, you lied to me?
Oh, my dear child. So now you know. So now you know.
Now he knows.
But only half the truth. I can explain the rest, so please. It never was my wish to hurt you.
I would love to hear the rest of that explanation, don't you agree?
I wonder, will you even remember me?
I mean, she didn't even remember to mention you in her letter to her husband, so gotta be honest, Zach, chances are not that good. Chances are not that good. Anyway, guys, that's it for today, but as you can see, there's one more weapon waiting for us. We don't have any keys, we actually didn't earn any on that last run. But hopefully that will change next time. As you can see, there's this swirly dark effect around a weapon. Whenever you get that, you get this small boon here.
Think you can take me, boyo?
Maybe. It just lets you earn more duns, which is of course what we want. We want to become very powerful, very quick.
That's something new to try.
And now we have the Aphrodite keepsake. I mean, I might as well take that with me, because it's a fun keepsake to have around. Alright, what you got to say, Scally?
You're pretty strong, I'll give you that, boyo. Strong enough to smack a guy like me right up against the wall, and I'd go straight to pieces, bro. You just remember, when you're duking it out, the walls are your friend.
Yeah, we had plenty of that.
Guys against walls. Sound advice as ever, mate.
We had plenty of that on that last run. I think we can all agree with that. Let's actually talk to Hades really quick if we can.
Wonder where Nyx went.
I cannot, but I can give him some embroidery. Let's do it.
Hey, Father, I thought maybe, you know, here.
At least we try to make amends, you know?
Where did you get this? You think you can butter me up with such trifles? Give me that, and then get out of here.
Oh, he really appreciated that. Could you feel the appreciating coming out of every spore of his being there? Actually, let me check out his codex page. Oh, I don't even have it. Damn. I need Achilles to give it to me in time. Actually, you know what? Let Achilles have one as well.
Hey, Achilles. Look, this really isn't much, but here.
This really is for me?
It's for you.
You beat me to it then, as I had meant to give you this when next we spoke. Please, take it.
Thank you kindly. Merman Racer is actually a very, very good keepsake. We will use that a bit later in the next run. Looking forward to that. Okay, this was a very long episode, but we got to beat the boss. We got a lot of story out of this. And now I'm looking forward to the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, let me know in the comments below. Maybe subscribe to my channel if you like this videos. I would appreciate the ever-living hell out of you. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, have the greatest of days and stay as awesome as you are.